This podcast is brought to you by Rabbit, the app, not the animal.
Oh, hello, everybody. Hello. I had to do it. I don't care. I don't care that this is not even Now Streaming Pod anymore. This is a brand new show. This is Bootleg Commentary, a show that lets filmmakers come on and talk about movies that they can't shut up about. I'm Andrew Furtado, formerly of Now Streaming Pod. I'm an editor of feature films and television. And sitting across from me is my co-host. Say hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Zach Bassetta, previously of Breakfast with Comics podcast that no one has heard of or listened to.
Hey, that's a way to plug your shit.
Yeah, well, I'm done with it. It's over. It's retired. I'm a writer, avid television and movie watcher. I've got blogs and
It's a nice way
all
of saying
kinds
you're unemployed. That's good.
I am employed. I'm just not employed doing the thing I want to do.
I'm an unpaid intern.
Hey, well, no, that sounds pretty bad too. Actually.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, it's a step in the right direction, but
I'm a page of 10 years. It's at CNBC. We're gonna be interviewing different filmmakers and talking about movies that they want to talk about, doing commentaries for films that they just know so much about. This first episode is actually a movie I'm obsessed with. That it's called Shakma. Have you seen this before?
No.
I don't think many people have. So I stumbled upon it at a Cinefamily screening 6 or 7 years ago, and it blew my mind. It's a real baboon loose in a hospital while a bunch of med students are playing a Dungeons and Dragons style game, and it's just it's chaos. It's goofy, it's weird, and it's actually very fucking terrifying.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, like we can say that we're recording this after the
intro. We do the intro afterwards, just in case we missed some shit.
Yeah, and so I mean, I had not seen it. I was actually really impressed with. I mean, that's what. When did this come out?
1990 on the dot.
1990. Yeah, and I mean, like, there's just something about that time when movies came out that something could be like a completely ridiculous premise, but still be a lot of fun. And I think this movie, for its cheesiness, actually nailed it.
Yeah, the way I put it is, it was so good it didn't deserve to go to DVD. It went straight from VHS to Blu-ray, and it's so weird because Twilight Time put it out, and now it's everywhere. Like, it was on Netflix for a long time. Currently, if you want to watch this with us, if you don't want to listen to this as a podcast and you want to watch it as a commentary,
it works as both.
It works as both, and you can watch it right now on Amazon or Shudder, and it's both there. If you're Prime, you actually get Shudder anyways. So there's tons of movies. It's Shudder you. I fucked up the joke. You're going for some Smurf shit, and I'm just like, fuck you, Smurf. Shut down. There's some things I want to get you excited for. The guest for this episode is a friend of mine, Monty Cox, who owned the baboon from this movie. I met him because I put on a screening of this film at Cinefamily Silent Movie Theater out here in Hollywood. Hollywood, what's your dream? But I met him, and he was just such a fucking character that we had to share him with you guys, and this is the best way possible. We had to go to his ranch up in Sun Valley.
Full of stories, that guy.
Full of stories. We took him out to lunch. We found out he worked for Siegfried and Roy. He was their animal trainer. Yep. He owned all their tigers and helped them with them. He worked on Lethal Weapon. Mm-hmm. He's had a 45-year career and pretty much worked on every movie you've ever seen that has an animal.
Stone, right?
Yeah, Romancing the Stone.
Bird on a Wire.
Bird on a Wire. Three Ninjas. Basketball, for Christ's sake. His career is through the fucking roof.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome because he's had a 45-year career in animal training and stunts.
Well, I thought it was interesting, too, because it's not something that you would initially think, like, oh, I want to know how animal wrangling in Hollywood works. But, once you're actually listening to him talk about it, I mean, it's fascinating, all the work that goes into it and just, like, the nuances to all the different animals.
Yeah, he really shows just how crazy you have to be an animal trainer, because his origin story is probably the most epic thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
And he looks like he could kick any of our asses.
Yeah, he looks like Kirk Douglas now.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But buff.
No. Who was Kurt's dad? No, he was Kurt Douglas. Yeah, Spartacus, right?
You think he looks like Kirk Douglas's
he looks
dad?
like Spartacus.
Do you think Monty Cox looks dead? That's so fucking... He's a gentleman and a scholar, and I believe you gave him like compliments on his physique during the podcast.
I did, and it was a compliment, but he thought because the person I compared him to is old and dead that it was not a compliment.
Anyway, yeah. So
it was.
It was. And
he's spry.
I want to share with you guys just a little bit. The trailer for this movie, it's terrible. It's just baboon fighting sounds and then just accolades for actors in it. It stars Christopher Atkins and Amanda Wyss.
I challenge you to tell the difference between the two.
All right, so let me play this bit from the trailer that always makes me chuckle.
Starring Christopher Atkins, two-time recipient of the National Association of Theater Owners Star of the Year Award. First for Blue Lagoon, now for Shakma. Also starring Amanda Wyss of Silverado and Nightmare on Elm Street. Ari Myers from TV's Kate and Alley, featuring Roddy McDowell as Professor Sorensen. And Shakma.
The intros that all these guys get are just so great because it starts off like Christopher Atkins, not a great actor. He was in Blue Lagoon. That's about it. He's not the one who made it out, but he's a two-time recipient of the Theater Owners Star of the Year.
Who would have known? Who would have guessed?
Theater owners. I worked at a theater for 7 years. Theater owners don't fucking give a shit, okay? It's just an award, so they had star power.
I also love that Roddy McDowell doesn't need any credits. You know who the fuck Roddy McDowell is.
We couldn't clear a saying
Planet of the Apes. From Planet of the Apes and Laser Blast and Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Also, I love how it kind of goes like 1990s sitcom right away. It was like, from Silverado, Nightmare on Elm Street. Ali Myers from TV's Kate and Alley. It's just so on point. And then Shakma, and then
Shakma.
This is the best part of the trailer, and this is the reason I was so stoked to see this movie.
Shocking audiences everywhere.
Now, if you're not excited for that movie, I want you to check your pulse. By the way, there's a lot of pulse checking in this film.
True. Unnecessary pulse checking, I might
Unnecessary pulse checking. It's a mixture of lazy filmmaking and great storytelling.
They're covering all their bases.
But yeah, so the way this podcast works is in a minute, we're going to have our favorite voiceover actor, Bobby Darling.
Mm-hmm.
He recorded an intro for us. He also did some other things like this. He's going to intro the show, and for those who want to sync it up, you can pause it, and then when you're ready, hit play, and he'll give you a little sound effect. After that, if you're just listening to this like a normal podcast,
then ignore it.
Don't do any of that. That was not for you.
If you sync it up, it's a good, commentary on its own.
Yeah, we have fun. It's a killer interview with Monty Cox, and we hope you all enjoy. Shakma! How are your eardrums, dickheads?
For everyone watching at home, pause the episode until you're ready. When you hear the sound, it's time to press play. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I'm excited because I'm sitting here with Zach, who's never seen the movie, and one of my friends who I've met because of this movie, stunt coordinator, animal wrangler, and just genuine all around
gentleman.
I was trying to come out with a compliment, Monty, but it wasn't working.
And it won't work. There's nothing nice you can say about me. Don't even try it.
It's Monty Cox, everybody. He's won awards. He's worked on movies that you probably have heard of. I don't know if anyone's heard about Apocalypse Now. That's like an indie movie that no one really ever heard of. Bird on a Wire. Shakma.
Lethal Weapon.
Die Hard.
Say hello, Monty.
No.
What? We talked about this right before we started recording. You were going to comply.
Okay,
Difficult right off
I'll
the
try to
bat.
be good. Hi.
Monty Cox, he is the stunt coordinator for this movie, and he's also owner of the baboon in this movie. And this movie is all about that baboon. What's the baboon's name?
Is it Christopher Atkins?
No. It's Amanda Wyss. Amanda Wyss.
Baboon's name is Typhoon, but we call him Boone for short.
Boone's a good name. It's a powerful name. It's a power play.
Powerful animal.
Yeah. Oh my God! If anyone hasn't seen this yet, I'm so glad you're joining us for this movie because I personally love this movie. It's 1990s. Let me just give you a little hint of what it is. It's these guys are students, medical students, who are staying after work to play a live-action Dungeons and Dragons style game, but there is a baboon loose who, instead of being euthanized, was filled with liquid rage, and as the cover of the book says, the most angry primate ever just got mad. So
Isn't that how 28 Days Later started?
28 Days Later wishes it could be Shakma. I'm not gonna lie. 28 Days Later did have brain surgery in the beginning of it, but that primate didn't have a kick-ass sound score like this synth, this hard-ass synth right here. That's missing from all Danny Boyle films.
Yeah.
Imagine 28 Days Later, just like him cutting his arm off and just. I got nothing. I don't know. What's your favorite synth star?
Does Jan Hammer count?
Jan Hammer isn't a human being, is he?
Yeah, he did the Miami Vice opening.
Why do you pull that out of all synth scores?
I can't think of any other synth scores.
About that game tonight.
Not now, Richard.
This guy, by the way, this guy with the glasses chewing the gum is probably the creepiest human being I've ever seen in my entire life. There's some things, before we get fully into it, I want to kind of go in.
We can't talk to each other.
Why?
I set the frequencies. We can only talk to the game master.
Oh. Wow, you've really gone all out here, Bradley.
This movie has three things that I love watching for every time I watch this movie. Keep an eye out for the following thing. What's a med student do whenever someone's needs their vitals checked? They check their pulse, right? Well,
Yes.
no matter what the situation is, dead, alive, face ripped off, their chest is exposed, the first thing all these med students do is check someone's pulse, and it's just
protocol.
It's just protocol. Roddy McDowell, as we all know from Planet of the Apes, he's in this movie. He's the main doctor. He's the teacher. He's Roddy goddamn McDowell. In this movie, he runs the game. They call him the game master, but because the audio for the DVD is so VHS quality, the words kind of roll together and it just sounds like game master. And we all know Roddy, big homosexual. So
Typecast.
that's typecast, and it's just weird. And then also, every time the baboon is in full rage mode, there is a raging hard-on, so just keep your eyes on the baboon's face.
This is Blu-ray too.
Oh my God! It's by the way, the Blu-ray we're watching right now from Twilight Time looks gorgeous. It is a great print. There's Roddy McDowell, the game master, as he's so delicately caught. But there's a hardcore baboon dong floating around in this thing. So when did you acquire a baboon?
I got Boone when he was a baby. He was probably 4 months old. I drove to Texas to pick him up. Texas, is that why I got Boone? I think so, yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Did he come with that name or did you name him?
We named him.
Yeah, it's a good name for a baboon.
It is a good name.
Well, it
anything-
is. That baboon is the toughest of the baboons. He's got a violent temper. I mean, he
Yeah.
goes off like 1 minute he's nice and instant in a rage. So he's like a typhoon.
I started. Yeah, which you bought with my money.
Hey, ho, hey.
Christopher Atkins, clean with picking up the ladies, knows exactly how to rat his way in with the women. This African-American gentleman, I love him and hate him at the same time because he's a typhoon of his own. I don't know what the director said to him, but every line he does is in a completely different accent, no matter what the occasion. He's hitting on a lady. He's in a dire situation.
He's a typhoon of accents.
That's a terrible way to say it. Yeah.
I'm just tying it together.
Seriously, just ready? He's about to talk. Listen to this. Listen to this.
What did you guys do? We've injected corticotropin in his brain.
Isn't it beautiful? We've been injecting my brain into the acting. He's direct from Ada.
Well, it's kind of, it's almost like he's trying to do Jamaican and inner city at the same time.
I thought it was Igor. And
Sure.
Just because he's black doesn't mean he's doing Jamaican.
That's what it sounded like.
Now, Monty, I met you, and I actually learned a little bit about you at a screening of the Cine Family when we put this together. We were putting. There he is. He's going crazy. He's throwing cotton balls, being a real menace to society.
Big red butt.
God, it's like.
Oh, he's very, very scary. Big time. Man, it's real.
That's a hell of a fucking terrifying introduction. That's a serious animal really going at it.
Monty, what do you do to get him to react that way?
Well, in the baboon world, if you smile, showing your teeth, you're saying, I'm going to kick your ass. So if you yawn, I'm sorry, not even smile, a yawn more than anything. A yawn means these are what I can hurt you with. So if somebody yawns, or if somebody goes, hey, I'm looking at you, that's it. Let's get to it.
Oh my God. I met you at the Cine Family, and we corresponded for a little bit, and at first, you didn't seem too excited to come talk about this movie, because you've worked on some great stuff, and to talk about a movie that came out in 1990 that was so good it only came out on VHS, only to later get this kind of cult following. We had a friggin' sold out crowd for that screening.
Oh,
I don't know if you remember that.
I do, yeah.
Oh my God! But it was really cool to see you experience kind of like in a way. All eyes on you stardom. It was kind of fun.
Well, the fan base. For
Oh my God! Yeah.
Jerry, actually, the trainer who worked for me, actually did the show with this. I didn't work on the show.
We're gonna have to cut that out. That's no.
My baboon.
That's just your baboon.
It's my baboon, and I trained him and transferred him to Jerry, and then Jerry kept it up. So he went off on this show for that, to do this show. And there was not supposed to be any aggression in it.
Oh. Wait a minute. The whole point of this movie is the aggression. So you're saying that they were not supposed to have an aggressive animal in a movie about aggression?
Well, they didn't tell me the truth about it.
What did they tell you?
They told me that there was not any aggression in it.
Although, we could have...
Holy shit.
We're 10 minutes in. There's already been a...
Yeah, we're 10 minutes in. The dude's cut. There's bandages, baboons on the floor.
They had to sedate him for crying out loud.
There is nothing in this but aggression.
Yeah. That's the whole point. They lied to you to get a baboon.
Yeah.
Hey, I got this like really good beachfront property in Wyoming, and I'd love it if you went in on this with me. It's a win-win situation.
I'll
you
buy
in?
it. I'll buy it.
Oh my God. So yeah. Anyways, so the reason I brought you in on this is because you're just such an interesting guy. You've been in the business for so long as an animal trainer, and you were a stunt person too. But were you a stunt person before you were an animal trainer?
Animal trainer first.
Okay. How did you even get into that?
Animal training.
Yeah. Oh boy, the laughter of a madman.
Yes, it is the laughter of a madman. It's actually a fun story. It's one of my favorite stories because it's a true story. And it has to do with my dad. And it was 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
My dad came up to from Reno to here to visit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a time of LSD and everybody getting stoned. So my dad came up with some acid. And we dropped acid and got stoned.
That's fatherly advice.
Oh, hey, that's what you do to your dad, right?
Yeah.
So, maybe an hour or two after we dropped it, my dad pulls out a paper that he'd gotten when he came into town that said wanted people to do fight scenes with lions and tigers. And it was for Doctari and Cowboy in Africa. They were interviewing for trainers. So I went, oh, that's interesting. But by then we were gone.
Yeah.
We dropped the acid and we were flying. Well, about 3 o'clock in the morning or 2, my dad says, hey, I'm coming down. Let's take another cap. And I went, great. So we fired down another cap and we are beyond gone.
So you dropped 2 bits of acid and said, you know what? Let's go fuck with lions.
Well, my dad said that. My dad said, come on, let's go. And I went, where? And he said, for that interview. And I said, I'm so fucked up I can hardly move. He said, perfect. And I went, you're right. Let's go. So we did.
Logical.
Now my dad, you have to understand, my dad has a sense of humor, big time.
Yeah.
And we drive out to Soledad Canyon.
Yeah.
And it's where they're filming Dr. in Cowboy in Africa. We go into a trailer. And there's 20 or 30 people waiting to be interviewed. And I walk in, there's a desk in front of me with a secretary sitting, and behind that is a wall with Clarence the Cross-Eyed Lion, Judy the Chimp, and different animals, pictures.
Yeah.
So I stop to talk to her, tell her I'm here for the interview, and my dad walks around ostensibly to look at the pictures, but he's not. He's behind her looking at me, stretching his face out, making faces, doing everything he can to crack me up. Well, I'm stoned out of my tree, so I'm pinching my leg, biting my lip. I'm doing everything I can not to just fall apart, because once I fall apart, I'm going to laugh for a half a day at least.
Oh, my God.
So I'm locked under her, and about 6, 8, 10 minutes into it, she says, you know, I'm going to take you in first in front of all these people. Do you know why? And I went, no. She said, you have this uncanny ability to concentrate. You haven't taken your eyes off me. Well, how the fuck can I? My dad's back there pulling his cheeks apart and making fun. I mean, so we go, we walk into the back to see Ralph Helfer, who's a little guy who owns the place. And very full of himself type guy, which he should be. He's got lions and tigers and he has the world. So he said, well, I see you're a skydiver and a professional scuba diver and a martial artist and this and that. But you think you can work with lions and tigers? And let's go see. You walk out to the back and they have a cage, an arena.
Yeah.
And it's got 5 lions, 2 tigers, 2 leopards, and 2 jaguars in it. And in the middle of that is standing his wife, Tony, a blonde. But around her are 2 giants, 2 great big trainers. And they've got sticks and all sorts of stuff to defend her, right? And she says to me through the bars, do you think you can come in here? And I'm like, yeah, open the gate. So they open the gate, and I walk in. I'm petting them, doing everything. I'm thinking, this is boring. So I started running around the arena. Well, these are all young cats. So it's like, hey, let's go play with this little skinny white guy. So they all start chasing me around the arena, and they're jumping over each other's back. I'm catching them, pushing them down, having the time of my life. Well, Tony and the trainers freaked. They got her out of the arena, and they're yelling at me to come out. Well, I'm not about to come out. I'm having a great time, and I am fucked up. So bottom line is, I pass the gate, they open it and grab me and snatch me out. And he went, fuck, you're crazy. You're hired, but you're fucking crazy. And I went, whatever, who cares? I didn't care. I was stoned. So,
too high to know the danger you were in for the entire time you're just hanging out with all these crazy killer animals.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dad seems like a great guy. I'm not going to lie. I'm so jealous.
You know what? Any animal I found out later, I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
But animals when they're young are nice. It doesn't matter if they have size. These are big, but they're still young. Like it can be a 300-pound cat and it could still be 2.5, so it's a baby.
Yeah.
Try and do that with an adult, different story. Now, there are adults that you can do them with, but not in groups of 10.
Okay. Oh, my God. Yeah, that groups of 10. I wouldn't even want to be in the group of 1. And you're talking about, I'm just in a group of 10. That's when you're in trouble.
You know, it can really, really turn to pooky, if you want to use that word, because if one of them does take you, the other ones are probably going to, especially if they're lions, are going to jump into it and finish it.
Yeah.
I did a thing when I was at Siegfried and Roy's with, I'd mixed 6 of their white lions in an outdoor display at the Mirage.
Yeah.
And the lioness decided time to kill Monty. And she stood up on my shoulders, and my back was up against a log that went across there.
Yeah.
And I can see she in her body like stealing them. Oh, it's okay. I'm staying calm, petting her. And I noticed, even locked onto her, all the lions that were just off doing something came over and started going back and forth, and I could see the beginning of the death.
Wow.
But I talked her down, told her it's okay, and, petted her, and she dropped down, and everything returned to normal. But they all play off of the other cat's emotional plane.
Yeah.
So when that plane goes wrong, you got problems.
Well, I'm glad you haven't been mauled yet. Otherwise, this interview wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, and then you're a delightful guest. Now shut up and watch the movie.
And all I'm waiting for now is for Richard to actually go in and...
I like that you can really tell that Roddy McDowell is really phoning it in. He's no longer silently rolling his eyes. There's a... everything. It's just... Great actors have to find their fuck it point, right?
Sure.
So now, by the way, the game is started. They're there. This guy is our hero, Christopher Atkins. Everyone else isn't. They all got these walkie-talkies, so they're gonna communicate. They basically went, we're sick of playing.
This is a live action D&D game.
Yeah, 100%. They're using the levels of the hospital. They created a very intense game, like computer system. Creepy me
cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. 1990s, man. Technology's pretty insane.
So's the wardrobe.
Oh, the wardrobe. You like that?
I do.
Yeah.
Now, Monty, so you weren't even on set for this at all.
No.
What did you think? Did you just think this movie was like? What did they pitch this to you as? Did they say, "Oh, this is a movie about
non-aggressive monkey movie"?
Yeah, we're a bunch of kids hanging out. And there's a monkey who's
Well, it's through another company. It was through I forgot the name of the company, but he called and said, "I have a show to do with your baboon." Great, as long as there's no aggression. He said, "Nah, there's nothing."
Oh, okay. They didn't even tell you. They didn't even tell you the story. You just
I
you saw a paycheck and you were like,
Well, I was working on other shows. I was stunt coordinating 2 or 3 different shows at the time, so I didn't really have time.
Okay, understood. Yeah. There's a pretty incredible photo. I'm going to ask you to send it to me. The photo of you and Boone on the motorcycle, or is it your partner in Boone?
That's Jerry. That's the actual guy who was on the set.
I was wondering if you could send me that photo, because that photo... Okay, good. I don't want it anyways. It's a terrible photo. It's all blurry.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
You're so tough. You're so aggressive. You're just like Boone. So that's crazy. So the whole thing is like watching this, because now they're all going upstairs and they're going to play a game, and they got to get to the top floor. For those watching at home, there's a creepy love story between Christopher Atkins and Wyss, Allie Myers from TV, Kate and Allie. That's the 16-year-old girl who's got this like crush on Christopher Atkins, and then that guy in the middle, he's the bro. He's like, I don't want to be here, but I got to get in good graces with Roddy McDowell, aka the Gay Master, and all this other stuff. There's the mask. Now, all seems hunky dory right now. This I would understand you going, all right, cool. Take Boone. You have fun with him. This seems like a fun movie. It's just a quest to the top.
So is this guy going to pretend to be the monster?
Yeah, he's the ghoul or whatever it's called in this. That
they don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know where he is. They have no idea. They think they killed him. They think they put some stuff into to end his life, peacefully, calmly.
Sure.
But
and now he's going to end theirs.
Yeah. You just write taglines all day, Zach?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh my God. Here he is, Roddy McDowell, looking so dapper.
Damn dapper.
He is such a handsome man. Fun thing about this, and you can actually see it in this rip, is because they took it off the 35. There's these trackers that are in all of the hallways. It's like a rotating circle. I'll point it out when I see it, but they put that in every 20 minutes. And it was actually to hide the cigarette burn that they used to tell the projectionist to change reels. So imagine being a projectionist and seeing that and going, oh, is it time to change reels? No, we don't know. So, it wasn't the most thought out thing, but it's also kind of a clever little tidbit. All right, so he's setting up for the game. We're learning our characters. We're getting to know our surroundings. We're forgetting about the baboon. This is when I should have been doing all the interviewing.
Yeah. Well, how did you parlay animal training into actual stunt work? Or, is that always kind of...
Well, I've been trying to get into stunt work, but it's almost impossible unless you know someone.
Yeah.
If you know somebody, it's a different deal. And so I didn't really know anybody at that time. So I started doing fight scenes with lions and tigers, and then I'd be on a show, and they had a high fall to do or something that people weren't skilled to do.
Yeah.
So I just started doing that and just became known.
Jeez, man.
Okay, the building's locked up tight. Nobody gets out until we have a rescue princess and a defeated demon.
I'll pass these out.
Oh, Brad, I've given each one of the homing devices an identity of its own, so just for fun, let's try and figure out which character you are, huh?
Oh, great.
Huh. All right, well, go down to the second floor as soon as you're ready. Oh, your starting location's on the scrolls inside. Yeah, I'll start contacting you in a few minutes. Let the game begin.
It looks like fun.
I hope so. Now, did Torrance give you the code phrase?
Yeah.
Now remember, don't come out until you hear it recited in order.
I know. I'll be here, suitably distressed and awaiting rescue. And I have a little surprise.
A surprise?
We'll see.
Nothing like a creepy 20-something, 16-year-old romance to make a 90s direct-to-video movie happen.
You mean a January-December relationship?
No, I mean, this isn't working. Let's just put in some sweet music kind of relationship. Let's force it hard.
Exactly.
Ready? Here comes a nice game master.
Game Master to Sam. I'm back in my office. Have you started? Over.
Game Master, I'm in room 208 and I've collected an amulet.
Why Game Master? What is that?
They didn't want to get sued by Dungeons and Dragons, so they came up with Game Master. But for some reason, the audio just makes it sound like Game Master.
Yeah, it does.
It's ridiculous.
Or how Roddy says it.
Yeah, and he's very Game Master. Yeah, Amanda Wyss of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Flipping us off.
Getting that business going. They're playing the game. They're having some fun.
I'll make a note of it. Good luck. Over and out.
Oh, man. Oh.
I'm curious as to what the rules are exactly of this game.
Of this game?
Yeah.
Well, they don't really set it up too much. It's just a wizarding world of Harry
what's
Potter.
the goal? To get to the top
To get to the
floor?
top and save the princess.
And is the princess a person or...
The princess is the 16-year-old girl.
Oh, I see.
Ah, yes. The classic Frodo password. Oh, boy. You look at that and go, man, I wish I could play that game. And then you try it and you go, God.
Makes me want to watch Lawnmower Man again.
Professor, over.
Go ahead. Over.
Why, George, what I think I've got it. The vowels are separated by D. That would mean the first two letters must be...
Never mind.
Every time he talks, it's a completely different direction, I feel.
Really?
Cracking Roddy up
Yeah.
anyway.
Roddy loves it. Roddy loves it.
Game Master.
Sir Bradley here again.
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead. Over.
I'd like a key to room 414.
Why is he talking like that?
Right? It's the creepiest thing. Like, it's even making Roddy uncomfortable while he's talking. He's like, ugh.
He's got it set up on his Commodore 64 there.
All right. I've got you.
He's even got a pinky ring.
Dude, that's they gave him that on Planet of the Apes. They said, congratulations, we made it. Here's a ring. Commemorative, please. Wear it. Tell everyone about it. All right, so here he's got to go into the belly of the beast.
Was Cinefamily the first time you saw this movie? Or
Yes, they had an original print of it. 7 years ago, I saw this maybe the first time. They had an original print of it, and they would do these horror triple features every Thursday in October. And it was $10 to go, and this was on one of them with like a movie where Bigfoot rips a dude's penis off, and then Chopping Mall. Those three were playing together. And this was the headline. This was the final one. And I'm like, nothing's going to beat Chopping Mall, a movie where robots or security guards killing teens.
What did Bigfoot do with the penis?
Oh, dude, it was as crazy. He just literally threw it into the bushes.
He was done at that point.
I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was like a VHS movie. that it would look terrible, and the only thing people would talk about was the fact that Bigfoot ripped a penis and threw it into the woods.
Isn't that where I'm supposed to be?
That was the whole get. Like, I don't even remember. It was called Logan's Run. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Maybe that's where Babbitt got the idea.
She saw a bad Bigfoot movie, and there you go.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's got to be it. Now...
Damn it, Richard.
So the baboon is just off. Is he sedated somewhere? Is he hiding?
Baboon's hiding. The baboon. They want you to forget about that baboon.
It's on the cover of the box. How can I?
No, you got to forget. You got to forget. He doesn't exist. Okay, you're watching the movie. You're enjoying it. He's in a hidden, dark room.
I love this guy. I mean, I don't understand him, but I'm intrigued.
He looks like every Geek Squad guy today. Uh-oh.
The word you seek is a verb.
bag of something there.
So are they trying to solve riddles? Are there clues?
Yeah, they're trying to get to the tower to save the princess. They got to solve riddles in order to get keys.
I see.
It's very intricate.
Wait a second. I think I just heard Nemesis. I'm going into the specimen room. Over.
He's making love to that microphone.
I know, it's like he enjoys talking into it far too much.
Roddy, I have a confession.
Are you wearing that bow tie?
I think Nemesis is hiding.
I'm only doing this to get closer to you. I don't care about my grade. No, I just think, like, nowadays, like, hanging out with your professor in this capacity, there's no camaraderie like this anymore in med students. Trust me, I'm a med student.
Oh, I've never been to med school.
I've never been to med school, but I have to feel this is kind of frowned upon now.
I doubt they're doing elaborate Dungeons and Dragons type setups in med school these days.
Yeah, I feel like it's a shame too. You know,
it is. Well, maybe they saw this movie, and after everyone was slaughtered by Typhoon, they learned their lesson.
No, for all those watching, Zach, the baboon is in the other room.
Oh, I see. And it hates
Baboons,
glitter.
They hate glitter. That's a fact.
Oh shit!
Oh, here it is.
He's gonna get it.
Now, according to Monty, this was supposed to be non-aggressive, so it's just I'm gonna, like, in a world where baboons live happily, they love standing. Whoops!
And organizing cages.
Oh my God!
I hope his icon just disappears. Yes, that's great. He's dead. The computer knows.
Oh my God!
Like, characters.
Roddy, it's so good. He's such a good actor.
He
It
really
sucks.
is.
Oh, he's a character.
Yeah,
he is a character.
He's
yeah.
100% a character. Like, he can tell such a story with his eyes.
Game Master to Bradley. Over.
Which, I mean, he had to do when he was covered in all
Planet
that
of the Apes,
makeup. Yeah. You'd think this technology would never fail, but it does.
Well, the computer obviously is set up to all their life support systems.
It's true. They plug the tracker into their vitals.
Richard, over.
What is it, you old coot? Yes, Game Master.
Now it just sounds like an insult.
Yeah, it does.
I'm such a childish boy that I'm just like, ooh, Game Master.
You can't unhear it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I've ruined this movie for you. Don't worry. There's so much to look forward to.
Ruined or improved?
Improved, absolutely. The whole point of this podcast is to give you something to look forward to in watching a movie that you haven't seen in a while, or, you know, give you a reason to watch it. And, you know, that's definitely a reason to watch this movie.
I could watch confused Roddy McDowell all day.
Oh, that's pretty much what you'll be doing. The movie is just confused Roddy McDowell. Now, Monty, what other movies has Boone been in?
Oh, God, I'm trying to think of them all. Masked Man, Devil's Gold,
Bird on a
it's
Wire?
kind of like 5 or 6, Bird on a Wire.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't even think of the shows he's been on.
I know one that I was hoping you would say. The Fly. Oh, there it is. There's the cigarette burn. There's the cigarette burn. Get ready for it.
That was him in The Fly, yes.
Yeah, I remember that. That was the first time I ever saw Boone. Yeah, you see that top right of the screen? Now imagine being the projections going, when am I supposed to switch projectors? But you'll see it. I think the cigarette pops in there. But okay, Bradley.
They skip it?
No, I guess they cleaned it up. Good for them. Yeah, Boone. You had Boone. You had 2 tigers.
On what?
No, just in life. In life.
Oh, I've got lions, tigers, bears, lions, tigers, bears, black panthers, jaguars, falcons, eagles, hawks.
Where do you keep all of your animals?
Same place I keep my women, in a cage where it's safe.
Sure.
I appreciate the where it's safe part, because it went from misogynist to just a really sweet guy.
Safe for who?
Oh. Boone's back. And the best thing to do, as we've learned, is show your teeth to a baboon.
Yep. This douchebag's got it in for it.
Oh my god, I just love how he wears the mask no matter how serious the situation is. He just leaves it on his head.
It's like his sunglasses. Just put them up.
So now we're realizing that Creepy McGee over there is now
Deceased McGee.
Deceased McGee, yeah. Still creepy,
Yes.
but dead. So I want to make a photo of just Monty's ark with all these animals, and then just your face waving at the top of the boat.
It's interesting to me watching Boone's expression, watching him build.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his face tells a pretty damn good story. Rip throat. Is it true baboons hate throats? I'm just kidding.
Good question. Never been asked that before. Not answering it.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, the tension here, man.
Why is he sticking his butt out like that?
Because baboons, they
Stick their butts out, yeah.
Yep. Oh, here's that banging and stuff that I'm talking about. And this shot always freaked me out when I saw it. It's just like the mask on his head, and you just see it turning left and right. Like, what does he think he's gonna do? God, it's so scary. All the sounds, are those Boone, or do you think that's like a different sound?
No, somebody made those sounds. He doesn't make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
He's too busy trying to kill it.
He's gonna MacGyver something up.
Yep, he has no idea the baboon no longer gives a shit. Still holding that door, though.
He's chancing it.
He's chancing it, yep. Gotta get that dry ice going.
What are you doing?
Hydrochloric acid? Don't you know?
Well, only because it was labeled.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the suspense is mounting.
Looks like he's carrying a urine sample.
Dr. Boone! Dr. Boone!
I'll throw this on. This will horrify him.
Do I just leave this on the tray, or do you want me to label it, or? Oh my lord! Like,
there's that baboon.
Even for like 1990s like direct-to-video kind of movies, this scene is still so intense that it just shuts us all up.
Dude, I mean, I think the movie looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cheesy, but boom. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was hugging him, right? That's what they told you?
It's about a lovable monkey.
That's called a lip lock.
Yep. Now, to get a baboon mad, you were saying that all you had to do was show your teeth.
Yeah.
Is there a way to calm him down? Do you show him your ass, or?
It depends. If it's a gay monkey, yes, that'll work.
All right.
If it's not gay, it has no value whatsoever.
All right. Oh my lord, yeah, because like
it takes a moment to bring him back down. Everything is by your body position and what you're doing with him.
Well,
he reads you.
Well, since you trained Typhoon and then you gave him to Jerry, is it just a matter of saying the right words or just the right facial expressions?
It's not the words, it's your body positions. The words have a piece to do with it, but more than anything, he's reading what your body positions say. For instance, if he's up, like he's in that fight mode, and I'm like looking at him going, ooh, I might have to do battle, and if I'm like a man ready to do battle, I got to fight. If I drop myself down and relax, my shoulders are at ease, and I'm not there, and then I don't have a fight because he's reading it. And if he reads me as wanting to battle, he's going to fight.
Yeah.
So you have to bring yourself down.
Do you ever have to fight him?
Yeah.
Is everything okay? Over?
Yeah.
My lord.
Leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't want to go into it because, what's the... Out of all the animals you've had, I'm sure you've had a couple of mistakes where, like, things kind of got out of control. Not Siegfried and Roy style out of control where you're in the hospital for 9 years or anything like that. Or, like, what are some of the most intense moments of your career when you were working with the animal and things went crazy?
I've never made a mistake.
Dude, I'm gonna high five you for that. That's a boss saying, I don't mess up.
I tell you what, I have screwed up so many times, and it's a learn. When you screw up, you learn. If you don't screw up, you don't learn.
Yeah.
When you push the boundaries, you're always got a problem. And I learned more because I was always pushing the boundaries. And it's always the edge where you get hurt. And I did get hurt a lot, true.
Yeah.
But I learned a huge amount from it. I learned how stupid I was to push that boundary. That's not smart. But bottom line is you're really learning to read the animal, and if it's real, like when Boone's puffing up and doing his thing before he goes after them, you have to know if he's going to complete that attack or if it's just a fluff. So you have to find out. So you have to do what you're going to do to make him attack or to try to freeze it and make him stay, but still puffed. So you have to be able to create that so you can create it for film.
But while you're trying to get that reaction out of your animals, I mean, there still has to be some sort of connection of trust because you're going through this cycle over and over. Is there? I mean,
it's not a thing of trust. It's a thing of your ability to read him.
Yeah, I can barely read a book, let alone a goddamn animal.
Well, them, because they're so volatile. I mean, literally snap your fingers and they're a different animal. They're tough.
Yeah.
But it's that little millionth of a thing, and it's a little millionth of a thing that, like, let's say Boone's ready to come after me.
Okay, let's say he's in Shakma mode.
Yeah, he's in Shakma mode. At that point in time, when I see that start, if I automatically, immediately drop my body into a I don't want to fight you mode, then I'm probably not going to have to do battle. But if I get scared and go, oh, here we are, I got to fight.
Yeah.
So really, my body kind of plays off of what his does.
Yeah. Here it is, by the way. He just, instead of checking a pulse as a professional would, this doctor puts his hands in the dude's wound and then touches his chest with it. Goes, oh, he's dead. And now he's got little nipples, little blood nipples there. Looks like he was just feeling up a zombie.
He keeps touching himself.
Yeah, well, that's what you do when you're nervous, okay? Nervous or drunk?
I want to commemorate this event. So he knows that. Does he know that the monkey is out, or does he just know something?
He saw some paw prints. That's all he saw. He doesn't know what's going on. He just knows that he's turned on.
Yes.
He's excited. But there are 2 dead teens. And they're on his watch.
That's one more than he was hoping for.
Oh, he touched his face, too. There. Oh my god, this shot gave me a nightmare.
I mean, it's very suspenseful the way it's set up, right?
Oh, it's well done. It is well done.
Shakma!
Oh God, Roddy, no!
Oh. God, just a baboon running at you full speed like that. Like, you put in those sound effects. It could have been just Jerry going, come here, Boone, come on here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I assume Jerry has a southern accent, but I did. And how did you and Jerry meet?
Jerry was from Canada, and
you're way off.
He was a boxer. He had 110 fights, 1 loss.
He's from the southern part of Canada where they talk like that. How y'all doing?
He's from Ketamine, I think. No, actually, it's central.
Oh, okay.
Not quite in central. More towards Vancouver.
So he was a boxer?
He was a boxer, 110 fights. Very physical guy. Very physical guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it just there was so much work for you to do that you had to get somebody to kind of help out with the animals, or were you just looking for a partner for the business?
No, normally when you have an animal, you have 2 or 3 trainers, now 3 or 4 trainers with everything, because if something goes wrong, you got somebody to help you.
Yeah.
So you always have at least, well, most people always have one person with them. I do it alone a lot. That's just me.
You're a loner.
Not smart, yeah. Yeah, it's not smart.
Rebel.
Well, you messed up enough, but you messed up alone, and you realized that was not the problem. God, I can only imagine. Like, when I mess up at my job, I'm an editor. I can just delete it and start over, and all I lose is a couple of minutes of my time.
There's no eraser in the animal wrangling.
Yeah, you can't erase.
Kingdom.
Can't erase.
No. But at the same time, you learn every time.
Yeah.
Every time something eats you or tries to eat you.
Yeah.
Normally, fear is a mind killer. So people can't recall what happened. I have total recall. So I can go back and go, I see that little movement of the head, that little look away is the beginning. So when I get to that point and I see that movement, I could shut it down before it went.
So I'll ask this. What was the biggest lesson you ever learned? Biggest thing you ever learned from a mistake? In other words, I didn't want to say what was the biggest mistake that ever happened. I just wanted to word it so it's like, what's the biggest lesson?
Well, probably the biggest lesson is that as an animal trainer, you think you're an animal trainer. You're not. Well, you are if you're an animal trainer. But if you're good, you're not a trainer. You're actually a behaviorist. It's your ability to read that animal and figure out where his head is. Because if you stop and think about it, everything that we do is you have an actor or an actress with Boone, like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly.
Yeah.
Or you have a lion and or a tiger with an actor or an actress. So you better be able to read that animal and know where his head is so that he's in the right mood to put there, or to create that mood so he's in a good mood for that.
Good. Yeah, like you showed us Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now and a giant tiger. Now, did you spend time with both of them getting them acquainted, or do you just go, do you spend time with the tiger and then go, okay, she's ready, come on in, let's do this thing? Or
That tiger was a great tiger. I didn't have to spend any time with Martin Sheen because it's not really with Martin Sheen. If I'd had him with him,
okay. They shot the tiger at a different part.
No. He was there. He was standing in the shot. In fact, when we went to do that shot, I had to. I'm calling the tiger, but Martin is off to my left about 25 feet, and he said, "I'm not doing this. But you're right next to me." So I had to change it and have somebody else bait the tiger. Terry Leonard, a great stunt coordinator. And I had to go cover Martin Sheen.
Oh, okay.
So
you got his back.
Well, and he's smart. And Martin was smart in that if things did turn to shit, there's no way I could have gotten to him.
Yeah.
But I know that particular tiger. Once he's on me, he's on me. But he doesn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's weird because like you have to be able to trust the. Oh my God, there's a snarl. That is a snarl. Look at that thing.
Good monkey.
God, I just want a family photo with that as a standee, like in the photo. He's like, yeah, I'll take the goddamn photo. Like,
see how you notice
his reactions. Yeah, he just puffed up.
That is real aggression. The smile wasn't a trained behavior.
Yeah.
Very trained smile.
All right, so everyone keep an eye out here. This is one of the first times I saw the baboon's penis, and I was like, wow, good for him.
Why are you locked onto his penis?
Don't you ever get curious what an animal's dong looks like?
I've seen so many of them. No.
I'm not impressed anymore.
Yeah, no. He's not impressed. He's seen them all.
I have. I've trained rhino. They got a nice dong.
Oh my God! Every childish part of me wants to go, what was the best animal penis you've ever seen?
Giraffe.
It'd have to be.
Oh. Okay, so now we have Roddy McDowell. He is no longer with us.
Oh, they got him?
They got him because he got stuck in the elevator there.
Oh, that's right, of course.
And then Creepy McGinty and Lazy Magoo. That's what I'll call him.
It's these two.
And the black fella, African American gent, who a moment ago was talking like a Transylvanian. they turned off all of the stuff, so clearly everything's screwed. They set it up perfectly in the beginning. Now they have no way of contacting the outside world.
And the girl's still on the top floor saying, "When's someone gonna come get me?"
She's just trying to look her best for Christopher Atkins. By the way, oh my God, just munching away on some Cheetos.
Who is that?
That's the bully Magoo.
Yeah. I was curious, Monty, after the acid incident, what made you decide that you wanted to continue this as a career?
After the what incident?
After the greatest interview of all time.
Because the animals are so much fun. You could feel them. They were just great hearts. You could feel their heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, go ahead.
Well, did you get another job right after that one based on your work there, or did you kind of have to go out and look for more animal wrangling gigs?
No, actually, they hired me, and I became known, and the great Zerbini actually came in. He had a Tiger Act with the Ringling Brothers, and he came and he wanted to try to hire me off to do the fight scenes with the lions and tigers in the arena, and I said, no, I don't want to leave here. So I stayed and worked on Daktari and Cowboy in Africa and Gentle Ben, and became the head trainer on the Gentle Ben show. I did that for years.
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
That's awesome. So did you like working more in film, or did you like doing live stuff more, out of curiosity?
Well, I like film more because it's more of a challenge. Anytime you do something live, you're doing the same thing over and over again. It's repetitious, boring.
Yeah. God knows. The circus is so boring now.
Yeah, it is very boring, and it's a different world now because it's because of all the laws governing it and how it has to be done. It's a whole different world.
Yeah, especially now too. Like Jungle Book, there were no real animals; it was all CGI, and we can do that now.
Yes.
Well, Ringling Brothers just released all their elephants, wasn't it? Ringling
Brothers? I have no idea.
Yes, They didn't release their elephants. What they have is...
they just put them out in Detroit. They were like, see you guys. Have a good life.
Don't drink the water.
Chicago. Yeah.
Chicago?
Yeah. No, they have a preserve with probably already had 40 or 50 elephants in it. So
yeah.
Took those and put them. The bottom line is the way it happens is this. I just talked to Gary Giroux, who's an elephant guy.
Yeah.
Excellent elephant guy. Great trainer. And he doesn't even do the motion picture stuff anymore. And he had... one of the greatest elephants of all time, called Ty, and he said all the animal rights groups, everything, and make it impossible to work on film.
Yeah.
So he's kind of...
I could see that. Oh, here we go. Roddy McDowell's face gone. Christopher Atkins, student. He's going off the textbook. What do you do? Check that pulse.
There's still a chance.
There's still a... Nope. He's gone.
I thought he felt a pulse.
There's still a chance. We've got him. So the baboon breaking through. Oh man,
got her leg.
Now I know where this movie's going. Monty knows where this movie's going, but you don't, so I won't ruin it.
Okay.
But towards the end, I'm very curious to see what Christopher Atkins has done to like capture the world of an animal trainer, and if he does the right things or if it's all just malarkey.
Oh, is that on your?
Yeah, I'm gonna save it. I'll save it for the time. But yeah, I just want to know. So I brought you on for this because this is one of the movies that I love, and I'm so glad. Like normally the podcast is gonna be filmmakers and stuff bringing on movies they love.
Right.
But I figured for the first episode, choose one that I talk about to all my friends and make people watch. This has been a first date movie for me.
How'd you do?
Oh, man.
Score?
Well, I've done it a couple different times. No, not that time. I found out this movie's too good to bring because girls want to watch it. I found out I actually had a first date movie with Meet the Feebles.
Oh my God! Why?
Because I was dating a puppeteer. I had a first date with a puppeteer. That movie's all puppets. Peter Jackson movie. And she kissed me to stop watching it because it was so bad. It was so gross that she was like, "Fine, let's do anything but this." And I was like, "First date movie scored." Yeah, nice. It was the best $20 I ever spent.
Good Lord, that is a terrible movie.
Yeah, I made that mistake. But this movie, like, I just love showing this to people, and I mean, I talked to Amanda Wyss about it, trying to get her to that screening we put on, and she was out of town, or else she would have been there. But there's a whole love of people just reaching out to her apparently about this movie.
Is that her?
That's Amanda Wyss from Silverado and Nightmare on Elm Street.
What else has Chris Atkins been in?
Christopher Atkins, he was in Blue Lagoon.
That's what I thought. He's got the different hair. That's what threw me off.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
That's all he's got.
So he's got the 3 movies. Was he even in the sequel?
I don't think so, actually.
So he's got the 2 movies.
He's been in stuff. I know he has, but he's like a Scott Wolf, where he's just always there, where he's never really been in anything that broke him out.
Right.
God, the tension. Oh my God,
it's well done.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so hard. It sucks. Like, I'm so glad. Like, it was on Netflix for a while, and now it's on Amazon and Shudder. So it's like it's still out there. It's still being found. You know,
and providing additional insight.
Yeah, with nothing but wrong knowledge. Like, Monty, what did you do on this movie? Oh, I didn't do this movie. Cool. Well, we'll shut up. So, oh my God. So they don't know that the other guy's still alive, and he has no idea that things have gone wrong. Then we got our 16-year-old princess upstairs.
Princess Peach
just
there.
She's just clipping her toenails, I'm assuming. I have no idea what she's doing.
Chris Atkins is coming for me.
Exact. Oh, here we go.
The head around the corner trick.
What's she screaming about?
She's distracting the monkey. I'm sorry, the baboon. There he is. I love him. He's so good. So how long did you have Boone for before he passed away?
20-something years. He should have lived to 45.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And it was a very tough passaway, actually. He was up with Jerry in Canada, and Jerry calls.
I'm sorry, yeah, as we're talking about his life, his penis is just wangling right there.
That is his tail, am I?
No, that's his butt. That's his penis. That's his wiener. That's his ding dong.
Okay.
That was his tail.
That was his front tail, a.k.a. penis. Ding dong.
I never saw it.
Wanger. You didn't see his wanger?
No, I saw his tail.
No. You're looking at the butt. See the red? I see the bright. That's a cinematography trick. You know, put something there, light, and it's the focal point. So the baboon, they're trying to get you to look at the butt, but really they want you to look at their wanger.
Really?
Their fiddly bop.
I didn't know baboons had a fiddly bop, but...
Tech term. You know, I worked in the porn industry for a minute. It's a fluffer.
It all makes sense.
Looks like he's being fluffed. What is he doing?
See, that's the thing about Christopher Atkins. Like Roddy McDowell's a great eye actor. Christopher Atkins, he's a great mouth actor, where he just stands there. You're supposed to. You have no idea what he's doing.
Okay, if you look, it is there. If you look it's brief, but
hey. Did
you pause this to make sure that
if there's one? Well, I saw it on a big screen, sir. So
it's okay. That's
it looked much bigger.
Sure.
But the thing about Christopher Atkins is you can't read his face, and that's kind of it's a gift and a curse, because this movie becomes kind of a one-on-one between man and animal.
Sure.
And it's pretty much look at that blood. Look at those boots.
This movie likes the drop blood look.
Yeah.
The little droplets.
God, he's so intense.
I tell you though, Typhoon is really one of the things that makes this movie. I mean, he is so believable as like a lunatic baboon.
Yeah, he's a lunatic fringe.
I am terrified of him, genuinely.
Well, he's really what makes the movie, because it's real.
Yeah. He's the only part of this movie that I like think about and I romanticize over. Like, I'm just like, this movie's so good because, like, see what I mean? Like, this is all real baboon dong. Like,
what is he trying to get? Is he attacking the door? Is he trying to get through the door?
He's trying to get through the door because whoever's on the other side is going to get their ass kicked.
Yeah, he's doing that smile thing that we talked. Like, when I first watched this, we had a theory, because the owner of this the print of it told us that there was a female baboon on the other side of the door. and it was a female baboon in heat, and so that's why he was going crazy.
No.
And then when we talked to you about it, you're like, "Oh, that's bullshit."
It's total bullshit. That particular baboon didn't react to female baboons. Nothing.
Yeah.
Because I actually mixed him with one to find out what I was going to get out of him. I'm always curious, and nothing. He could care less.
Oh my gosh, look at that. He also breaks down IKEA furniture.
Let me in.
Oh my goodness, I love a good fake prop hand, and this movie has so many like fake prop hands.
Shakma, come on, Shakma, come on. Shakma.
Just if anyone forgot the name of the movie, there it is.
Well, with all the aggression that wasn't advertised when you signed Typhoon up for this, how was he after this filming?
That's a great question, valid question. The answer to that is I don't really have the answer, and I don't have the answer because it's like I probably worked with over 100 lions. I'm tigers, probably 30 lions, 30, 40 bears. So I've had all those different animals to gauge. I've worked with one hamadryas, and that's the only one. He's the only Liberty hamadryas ever. So he's a unique creature. I think that after that it made him very aggressive, but I don't have 20 other baboons that I've worked
to see.
Yeah, so
he could have just grown up that way, and
it'd be nature of the beast.
Well, you said that he passed early. Do you think this had anything to do with?
No.
Okay.
No, it had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, he flipped the vet.
You don't.
He flipped his Corvette.
Yeah.
Let's just blame Shakma.
We can do that. That way it exonerates me. I like that.
Boom, 5th floor. Here we are. Oh shit, Roddy McDowell, you're still fucking it up for the rest
Foiled
of
us
us
again.
Check his pulse. This is how they get out because they can only afford Roddy McDowell for a day.
Yeah, and they didn't have to do the makeup, so they just put the shirt on his face.
So what do we do now?
We survive.
We've got to get out of here.
What are you doing?
He might have money. Let's check his pockets. Run that shit.
Well, he's not going to need his Ferrari now.
That's so fun. This movie was shot in Florida, by the way. I don't know if you could tell by everyone's just general sweatiness.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that. A little fun fact. I wish this movie had more puns, like we're going to have to clean this up.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
a terrible pun.
That's the one thing that it's missing.
Yeah, just puns.
Stop monkeying around.
Now, Monty, what's a picture you worked on or a show that stands out in your mind, like as one of your favorite times working in the industry?
Crazy Horse. I stunt coordinated Crazy Horse, the story of Custer's last stand in Crazy Horse, and it was fascinating because it's fascinating in the same way the animals are fascinating because I got to work with Sioux, the Lakota. Now I was raised with Paiutes in Reno, so I know the Indians. And over the years I've worked with them a lot, but when you get into a culture and the real culture in the Indian world, the reservations are divided into the heavy drinkers, those are trying to be modern, and the guys who live as they did 100 years ago. And the minds of those peoples are very different.
All right.
Fascinating. Just like the animals.
So you're born in Reno, or you...
No, I was born in Indiana, but I got tired of it. I left when I was 3.
Yeah, that's you were like, fuck
outta
this
here.
place.
Yeah. And I was raised in Reno.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was your decision. You were like, Mom, we need to move.
Yeah, I told her. She didn't.
Not
she
going to
didn't like it
kindergarten
either.
here.
Yeah.
Now,
is there a reason in the movie why the baboon is so angry?
Liquid rage.
Right,
You got
right.
filled with liquid rage.
Forgot about- okay, yeah.
Ketchup.
So it's like an energy drink.
Yeah, it's just an energy drink. So here she is, 16, ready to be ravished. Save me, save me. Totally no idea why
Of the
shots
death
in
and
this movie.
destruction, yeah.
Like, you totally forget about her. You forget about the baboon at points. I don't know, like...
But in a good way.
Yeah, in a great way. Like, I always try to figure out a way to make a movie into a drinking game.
Really?
Oh, Monty just lit up.
Well, that was interesting. I had never, ever thought of trying to make something into a drinking game.
Oh, you've never done that?
No.
Oh, it's all the rage.
Really?
Turning things into drinking games? I turned looking at a clock into a drinking game once.
How'd that work for you?
Every minute you drink a beer. By minute 3, you don't want to do it anymore. Becomes a real test.
Yeah, I
Now you're a fit man. I'm going to say that in not a weird way. You look like you take care of yourself. You still go to the gym.
Oh yeah.
We've already established the Jack LaLanne look-alike thing.
Oh yeah, we did off. We Jack LaLanne. You're not a fan of that. You love it. You love it, right?
Yeah, no, it's a compliment. I don't dislike it. It's just that he's old. Is he alive now?
No, but I don't think that there's health standards in such a way like that anymore. I mean, it's not like big, bulky, you know, strongman kind of. I mean, it's just like a lean, fit kind of look that you don't see anymore. It's very traditional.
Well, yeah, it's because everybody tries to buff up. Well, actually,
yeah, Zach's just appreciating your muscles, man.
That's all.
Well, actually, they find that the guys who go to the gym, work out, and get the big muscles it's for other guys. Not that they're gay.
Sure.
They're just saying, hey, you know, this is what I got. I can fight you.
Yeah, this is what I look like.
Yeah. And now it's really about the physicality of it. So like we run 5 miles. Sean runs with me every day 5 miles. And I work out on the heavy bag a lot.
Good.
I mean, a huge amount. And I lift weights.
Yeah, because you're still working, correct? You're still doing stunts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what was the most recent movie you worked on?
I just worked on a show, what's it called, Sean? I just did it for Brannigan. Enforcer.
Oh, okay.
I just did a thing on the Enforcer, yeah.
Yeah, I saw your name. You were uncredited in a movie recently. I'll have to find out what it was. But you worked on some stuff like last year. You did like 3 or 4 projects that I saw. And I was like, oh, hey, Monty. What was it? Let me pull you up here on the old IMDb.
I'll just watch this murder while you do that.
Oh yeah, this is fun. That's a real baboon.
Yeah. So how are you capturing this? I mean,
that's not a real baboon. That's just a. That's a stunt boon.
That's the stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's just.
Only time.
Oh, best shot in the film.
That is awesome.
Oh.
Oh, you worked on Tooken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tooken, which is a Taken ripoff available right now on Netflix. Hot Pursuit. You did stunts on that. Yeah, Scary Movie 5. Man, you're doing it. Flight.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. That's the Denzel Washington one, right?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have not seen that movie, but it's on my list.
Now, here's one that I was very impressed with, just because my childhood was this movie, 3 Ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
You were in that. Did you do stunts on that too?
I stunt coordinated that.
You stunt coordinated that movie. It's.
I'm sorry. No, let me correct that. Rick Avery stunt coordinated it. And Rick was gone a lot, so I took over and ran a lot of it for him. But it was his show, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you were credited as an actor in that as well.
Yeah, well, actually, by the end of the show, all the guys, and they were great physicality. They were from Taiwan, the Chinese circus. They were great. But none of them were left. So I had to do the last 3 stair falls myself.
Oh, man.
Because they're all in the hospital.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Hey, the guys are in the hospital. Do you mind doing their stunts? Yeah, you know, I haven't been to the hospital in a while, too. I'll do 3 stair falls.
I gotta say, when I saw that movie as a kid, I spent the rest of the evening doing fake ninja fighting with my brother. And that's not something we would typically do. I mean, it just inspired us for some reason.
Yeah.
Actually, they gave that credit that it got on it. They gave me the credit for co-coordinator, I think. And that had nothing. I didn't know that they were giving me that. I just saw it and went, oh, no, that's not good. Because that should have been gone through Rick Avery, because it was Rick's show, not mine.
Yeah.
But it arrived there and, oh, shit, that's not good. But I wasn't even involved with that. They surprised me with it. And it wasn't a happy surprise.
I reached out on Twitter and Facebook and told people that you were going to be on the show, and they asked some questions. And one of the people asked, "What is the craziest animal that you've ever owned?"
It depends on how they mean that. That can be interpreted a lot. If you're a crazy animal,
I'm assuming they meant crazy as in cool, biggest, most hard to find animal. Oh, hard to handle animal right there. But I mean, like, what? Like, I'm assuming they meant like what was the craziest, as in like most rare. Like, I owned a 3-legged iguana that also had 2 heads and 5 tails. You know, that's what I'm assuming. Because I owned one of those.
You know, probably, well, Boone was probably the most unique of them all. But I'd had everything, Black Panthers, everything.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Boone was the most unique, but pretty much the toughest of the cats are the jaguars.
Yeah.
And Jerry sent me down a black jaguar, like 350 pounds, a giant. Huge. And they didn't know if it was handleable or not. And I actually have a picture of it in my phone. And they sent it down for me to take out and find out if it would kill you or would not kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And I took it out and it sat on a rock in the backyard at my place in Chatsworth. And it put its paws on my legs and stood up and put its head right here next to mine. And boy, this thing had a mind from a million years ago. So I spent some time with it and put it back and told Jerry it's going to be a great animal. Really great, really steady. And it was probably the greatest jaguar of all times. You could put it with people, black jaguar.
Yeah.
You could put it with ducks, geese, dogs. It didn't want to hurt anything. And any jaguar pretty much wants to kill anything. It's just how they are.
Oh, my Lord.
So that was unique. And every now and then you get that special animal with the God smile.
Oh, my God. Like, I can only imagine, like, I worked for Cesar Millan on his show.
Right.
And he works with dogs. And sometimes gets bit, and he has to spend a lot of time working with the animal to get their trust and stuff like that. And it seems like he has a powerful chest, like that's his thing. But there's something about your glare, your stare in the animal, because it's making me like want to just tame. I want to be tame around you. I just want to show off and be relaxed. Something about you. It's a very calming look you've got, sir.
Well, that's nice to know. I try to use that
totally.
on women. I'm practicing it on you.
Well, you gotta do yourself a favor. This is to help you with women in the future. Don't mention the cage.
No.
You told us about. Don't mention that you hide them in a cage with the animals.
I thought they kind of liked that.
For the safety or not, it's not really welcomed anymore.
Okay. I hadn't thought about that. It's the women's right things, right?
Yeah, it's a hashtag yes all women kind of thing. They're against cages now, you know.
I thought it was like the Tarzan type thing, you know. You put them away, and when you need them, you take them out.
Thank you.
Yep, that's the kind of thinking that gets you.
The harem cage.
Harem cage. I hadn't thought of it like that. That works.
Now you're taking it with like, okay, good, perfect. Speaking of women, there's the girl. Oh,
there she is.
She's getting filled in on that danger.
We know he's on fire.
No big deal. No big deal, girl.
What if he's bleeding?
I don't know if she's mad because of the baboon or the fact that he hasn't mentioned her outfit. I don't know which one it is, but I know that both those feelings are going through right now.
She's like, he doesn't even notice my hair.
Know, as a little side note, let me tell you a little story on Boone because you'll like it.
Oh, I love stories.
You'll love this.
Tell me.
When Boone was a little guy.
Yeah, a little Boone.
First thing we trained him to do was pull a woman's top down.
Like it.
We would take him to the beach, and he's just a little baby. And, you know, women go, oh, he's so cute. Can I hold him? We'd send him over, jump in her arms, and poof, pull her top down.
Nice.
Guarantee, because we cute it. So we got some use out of man-wise.
Oh, man, yeah.
Sam, wait. That's Laura's car down there. Laura! She heard me.
No, she couldn't.
Well, try it with me. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, this timeless radio hit from Who Gives a Fuck off his album, I'm Not Relevant. I don't know anything. I don't know who it is. I just know I need the soundtrack. It's very Miami Connection.
We should find that soundtrack and do a podcast on it.
No more offbeat. There's a podcast
obscure.
It might be
niche?
too obscure. There's a podcast out there called Things You Missed in History Class. Just want to throw that out there.
I'll look it up.
You know, oh my God! So they got this beautiful princess here throwing forks out, trying to get attention to the woman who
she's busy rocking out.
She's rocking out, and she never looks. So they can't get her. They're stuck on their own now here. Uh-oh. Atkins got a knife.
Is there a reason why they can't get out just the front door?
Well, they can't get through the. They're afraid they're going to run into Shakma.
He's trapped them.
Which is, it's fair.
Sure.
Like, it's totally not. It makes no sense. You could just leave.
He's got rage inside him, literally.
Yeah, that's what the 90s were, man. They weren't logic back then.
I love that he's just got like a knife.
Yeah,
protection.
Homeboy's got a knife, man. He had it in his boot.
Come at me, Monty.
All right. Oh no.
Oh, this guy.
Check that pulse. Check it. Don't you dare not. He might still have it.
Don't you die on me.
He might still have it. Nope. Nope, he doesn't have it anymore. Now I know for sure. Uh-oh. He asked you to stay up there. She just wants to, she wants to see if she's going to give the $1 to the baboon and ask if she looks nice.
Oh, baboon will tear that top off in a second.
This is a scene I'd like to see.
Oh my God, she's 16, sir.
Says you. Is that true?
I don't know. In the movie.
Maybe the actress is older.
When he died years later.
Yeah.
Years later. Was up in Canada with Jerry. And Jerry loved Typhoon. And, you know, it's nice. People have no idea what we do. When you have something like that, like I said, I ran with him every day. Jerry had him out with him loose all the time. He'd go to feed the lions, the tigers, and he's just like a dog. He's with him there all the time. So when Boone died, I got an email from Jerry. All it said was lost. And I emailed him back, got nothing, phoned his wife, and found that Boone had died, and Jerry had locked himself in the barn and hadn't been out for 5 days. He was broken.
Wow.
Crushed, destroyed. So, and he wasn't coming out of the barn. So I flew up there. Spent a bunch of time. We both did our boo-hoo over him. It was a big deal. So people don't realize these aren't animals that you take out and use and make $1 off up and put away. It doesn't work like that. Anything that's great that you spend the time with, you emotionally are bonded with, and you have that heart and you love that heart. So when it dies, it's a killer.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, because it becomes like a friend, a family, in a way.
Family is exactly what it is. It becomes more than a friend.
Yeah,
family.
You've raised them. You've taken care of them. They've been there with you through everything. Oh man, yeah, I could only imagine.
Well, just training that animal, I mean, you have to establish that connection, and I mean,
totally,
that's what makes it work.
Yeah.
Well, it's the understanding. It's the understanding of the animal's mind and the understanding of how its heart. And that's a very important piece of it, because some hearts are very soft. So you might get another baboon that, even though it's a hamadryas and they're violent, had a softer heart. So you would actually work that animal much softer, because he can't stand what would be stress, because he's soft. Like, I'm difficult to stress because I'm not soft.
Yeah, you're a tough man.
Yeah, whereas a soft guy would stress easily.
That's me.
Now, you're a nice guy.
I'm a softie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Why do you want me not to die, you jerk? She's so mad at him for no reason. He's trying to save her life. He pulled an old yeller. Go on, get! I don't want you anymore. Why is everything I yell Southern?
Well, Old Yeller, I mean, that was a Southern kind of...
Okay, good. That one made sense.
Safe there, yeah.
That one made sense. All right. No?
Old Yeller wasn't Southern. Come on.
Well, it was a sort of a Western.
It was a Western, but that's not Southern.
He had a little Southern bark.
They got the cowboy that comes down there and barters with him for the horny toad. Barters for a horny toad to get the dog. Remember?
No.
No one
well, in the
movie.
Disney movie.
That's a very forgettable film.
Says you.
Totally didn't change the world.
Oh, maybe you might be right. I was thinking Old Yeller. I was thinking of Shane with the dog. Yeah.
Come Back, Shane.
Yeah.
Also a great movie.
So when in doubt, go to ladies' room, see the carnage.
Well, it's the only opportunity he's ever had to go in there.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean it is tempting. Always just very tempting.
Just
you know?
curious.
Just want to see if they have a couch in there.
Yeah,
that's my number one priority is finding out. You know,
why do
which
women always go
better.
together? Yeah, there's got to be some appeal.
He's making a face.
Oh, he's not happy.
He pronates. You notice that all the shots of his feet he pronates.
What does that mean?
Yeah. That means he's on the outside and rolls his foot in.
Oh, I did not. I did.
Yeah.
That's a tech term, huh?
Well, it's for runners. In other words, you have shoes that make you not pronate.
No.
Yes.
She has it bad.
She might still be alive.
She might still be alive. But this is actually when the he's done. He's crushed.
The one time he doesn't check the pulse.
Yeah. Her shoes are off. That's like a good sign that she's gone for. Oh no, he gave her that necklace.
Yeah,
or is that a wristband?
He's upset because he spent so much on it.
Yeah, that's a very look that.
He can probably get his money back.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That had. Oh,
he's like, I could have bought a car.
This is. This is a down payment. Oh no, she's back upstairs. She doesn't know what to do though.
That midriff is worth it.
I did it all for the midriff. Come on, the midriff. Weapons bonus.
Amulets hidden in couch?
Yeah, that's where you hide a good amulet.
Sure.
Alright, so Roddy McDowell, in his ever-thinking mind, made sure to hide some weapons in the couch.
That's why he's the game master.
Yeah, it sucks. We'll never have a game master again.
Thinking
What do we got? Oh, they're not weapons. These are marbles, bro.
She's gonna make the monkey slip on him. like Home Alone.
Oh, poor Boone. Nope, just throw him out the window.
Oh, she's still trying to signal that chick.
That's all she's got, man. Boop.
I wonder why nobody has enough brains to tell her to tear the blinds off and throw them out. Come on.
Yeah, see, that's the fun thing about science and movie logic. There's a reason they didn't have you on set for this one.
Thinking too much.
Yeah, you're thinking too much. Question the script.
She ain't gonna do nothing while she's listening to Men at Work.
Yeah, this is the worst song to just hang out and chill in a car with. She's done. She doesn't even know. She's like, I'm out of here. Fuck this place.
People throwing marbles at me.
She just thinks it's the punk kids.
Yeah.
There you go. Could have had a nice 12-pack of marbles and played jacks with your friends later, but
she's like, idiots. I don't know Morse code.
Fuck this. I'm out.
So it's just her and not Bruce Greenwood, right?
Yeah, it's his name is Christopher Atkins. All right, he's of Blue Lagoon.
He looks like Bruce Greenwood to me.
He won awards for this movie. True story.
Like a Razzie?
No.
Which movie?
This movie, Shakma.
Really?
Yeah, he won a national award for theater owners. It's like I don't understand it, but he won twice. Once for Blue Lagoon and Nightmare and Shakma.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is an awards just thing that they give out for just themselves? Or?
I you know what? He could have made it up for all I know. But yeah. It's in the trailer, which I'll post.
Very cool.
So she's writing a warning note. Leaving an apple. Don't
for
forget.
The teacher, yeah.
Yeah. Doctor, the note just says an apple a day keeps the dentist away.
Yeah.
Just a friendly reminder.
P.S. Roddy McDowell's dead.
Yeah, just so you know, the Dowell's dead. So this is when the movie becomes personal.
So he's got to take the monkey out.
This is when the movie becomes really long.
Just stay here, Tracy.
Oh, Tracy, girl.
You always loved this corner.
Gonna close your eyes even more. I'm gonna open your eyelids so I can close them myself. Like, I've never been in a situation where I've had to carry someone I've loved. Yep.
Or perhaps kiss a dead body.
I mean, I've been in that situation. That's life.
Oh, sure, yeah.
We've all been there.
In L.A., yeah.
What, kissing a dead body?
Well, you don't?
No. No. No way in the world.
Oh, I'm the weird guy?
Yeah.
You owned a baboon, and I'm the weird guy.
But he was alive, huh?
That's true.
That's true.
He's got a point.
Do you ever just hang out with him and just watch movies?
I didn't watch movies because I liked outside. I just hung out with him outside. He was always loose. He wasn't on a leash.
Good for him.
So he was out all the time.
Did you always watch projects that you were involved with after they were finished, or were you just kind of...
I never really watched that many.
Yeah.
When I wasn't sure how a sequence would come out, I might watch it, but just because I did it, I usually didn't watch it.
Oh,
That's fair.
Makes sense.
No, so you went out all the time. Man, like, there's so much about your life that I'm just so confused about. Like, not like confused, like how could this be? Like, how are you still alive? You owned all these animals. You got a job on acid.
Yes.
What were you before you were an animal wrangler? Animal trainer?
I was a commercial abalone diver off of the Channel Islands.
Wow.
You lived a lot. You're like Austin Powers.
Done pretty much a little bit of everything. I was a skydiver. I made the first 10-man star in the world. Myself and 9 other jumpers. I've got over 500 jumps.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So there's not much that I really haven't done.
You know, you make me realize that when I worked at Burger King, I wasn't as heroic as I thought.
Well, that's not true. A lot of people really get badly burned on the grill.
That's true. You know, sometimes the oil flashes back at you.
You never know.
Got a stain on your shirt.
That's right.
I don't know who Sam or Richard is.
Sam is Christopher Atkins.
Okay.
Richard is her brother.
Do we know who Richard is?
Richard's the dead guy who the bro. That guy.
Oh no, Kim's
oh
gonna
no,
find
she's
out.
not a med student though. Just keep that in mind. She's not a med student, so she doesn't know to check the pulse. He could still be alive.
Right.
But instead, what do you do when you're in?
Just cry.
You cry and put a knife right by your head. That's
right.
That's what I do. Oh no, she didn't follow Christopher Atkins' rules. She didn't respect it.
She's gonna smile at that baboon. I know it.
Oh no.
Where'd the cat come from?
Cats just live, man. That's the one plot hole with this movie. Where'd that cat come from?
It's just a very Aliens kind of.
Here he is. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Fade to black. We don't need to see that. Budget wouldn't allow it.
There's a plethora of knives in this building.
Yeah, that's all. They have a lot of birthdays, so they just kept a lot of knives around for the cakes.
Sure.
Med students, man, this is what you do. Like, I love how it takes place in like a hospital setting, but they never once go for like an actual hospital tool. There's no scalpels. Like, there's a bone saw in the beginning of the movie. That's it. Now we have all household knives, marbles, forks.
Is this written by John Hughes?
Oh no. There's that incinerator room.
I appreciate that he was able to keep his shirt tucked in this entire time.
Well, that's what professionals do, all right?
Yeah.
We don't let butts show.
Unless you're the monkey.
Yeah, well, I mean, that. Did you ever put... No, that's rude. You respected your animal enough not to put clothes on him, correct?
I actually have a hat. I don't even know where it is. A picture of baboon in because it was in a show, wearing a full tux.
Full tux.
That's awesome.
Oh no,
she's dead too.
Everyone's dead. Look at the defeat in Christopher Atkins' eyes.
He's lost hope in life.
No, he just found out he's not getting paid for the day. That's what it is.
His backup girlfriend's dead too.
Yep,
that's the problem.
That was his backup. That was a side chick. She's gonna give her a Viking funeral. Just set it on fire. God,
how depressing. He's the only one left.
Legit, this movie now becomes a one-on-one man and animal. Who's better? Who's smarter? Who's the man?
It's amazing that Chris Atkins didn't parlay this into a action career.
Yeah, all the pulses have been checked.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The old extender syringe. That's how he's gonna get him.
That's how you do it. You gonna try? He's got the keys. Could go for the hospital, but he chooses not to.
Well, only because they introduced that earlier in the film.
Yeah. Now, Zach, as a man who hadn't seen this before, How do you feel about it? Like, not necessarily. I understand the dialogue is a little missy.
I would argue that I haven't heard it, but I have now seen it.
Yeah, you've officially seen the film. He called 911. That's what he did.
It's a good first step.
Very good first step.
What was your question? What do I think of the?
Yeah, what do you think? What are you thinking?
I like it. I mean, I think that it's played, as silly as the premise might be, it's played very seriously, which I think works in its favor. That to make it, to kind of sell it,
Now, are you ready to see the major twist? He's on the phone with the police.
Is it
right
a dream?
now? No. Police are talking to him. Police are talking to him right now.
What are they saying?
What's he so bummed about? He won the game, didn't he?
Yeah.
Last man standing.
That's true. He's saying, like, hello?
Oh, so he's looking at something.
Christopher Atkins is just so crushed.
Roddy McDowell had this planned all along.
Nope.
He's a monkey.
Christopher Atkins, monkey man.
This entire time.
So, oh, okay. It's not what I remember. Damn it. Okay. So what I thought was happening.
Awesome.
Right?
This movie just got even more awesome.
It just got personal. Like, that's what I'm saying. He was like, you know what? Cops can't help me on this one. It's too late. Click. Let's fucking do it ourselves.
So what was the twist?
The twist is that it was
cops
like,
won't help.
Yeah, he's thinking in his mind. He's like, you know what? I've got this. That's what I was going for. Obviously, I remembered wrong. But now
that's what I love. I love that it's like this one guy versus the
100%
monster now.
I love full hospital, used all the gauze, made himself some nice armbands.
I'd like a little more blood on him. I don't know that.
Yeah, for a man who carried two very bloody people.
Yes, exactly.
It looks very clean.
Save the humans.
Get to the chopper. But yeah, I don't know, man. This movie is just so much goofy fun, and I don't care.
Well, I'm just curious how he's going to take him out at this point. I mean, he's been through so much.
He's got to try some stuff, right? He's thinking. Now, Monty, this is
trying my patience.
This is where I wanted your insights and specialties, because he's about to go one-on-one with a live animal. No, that's the line.
What do you say?
No, you come to me.
Nice.
Shit gets real. Now, Monty, you don't look very happy right now. You don't look like you remember this part very well.
Well,
you need the mic up. You need the mic up.
To have this guy go after Typhoon, it'd be like me stepping into a room with Cassius Clay. It just wouldn't happen.
The magic of movie making.
Yeah, that's the beauty of cinema. This is
and he's got protective arm things on.
Yeah, would those do anything? Now, from a technical standpoint,
their fangs are as big, if not larger, than a tiger's. They have huge fangs, so those things are a waste of time.
No, they make sense. No, they're gonna work. He's putting water on this
again. It's MacGyver.
Yeah, he's MacGyvering right now. He's working out the kinks right now.
Wait, so he's electrocute.
He's gonna.
He puts his finger in it.
He turned the power off. Now he's turning it back on.
Okay,
See, he's not that dumb. All right.
I missed that part.
They didn't have any books on baboons, and they're important. So, I'm very curious to hear, Monty, your take on all this. Like, is this? Oh, you fucked up, bro. You set that up. Now a mouse flew out of nowhere.
White mouse, huh?
When in doubt, throw something out. That's pretty much.
That's it.
Come here, little guy.
The rule.
You'll be okay.
Kiss that monkey. Kiss that mouse.
He needs something to save.
Better he ate it.
It's bait. It's the worst part. It's just bait. God, this hospital it's where it's at. It sucks because like this movie, there's something about Christopher Atkins' performance to me that just slows everything down.
Well, I will say, yeah, it is feeling drawn out
Oh yeah.
Just in the sense that, you know, once everyone else was dead, you kind of thought like, okay, now we're
There's another 10 minutes. Like, it's weird because like this scene.
Okay, there it is.
There's that dong. Y'all see that? Y'all see that meanest penis? That little baboon?
Yep.
That little boon? I don't know what to call it.
Hey, this movie doesn't shy away from those sort of things.
Yeah, it's true. It pulls no punches.
That's really intricate work. You've got to stay there and look around the corner.
Yeah, this is some tough stuff.
Just a little farther.
How would you get Boone to do that? Like,
you teach him to come to a mark and let him know he has to look at the mark, and then you get his attention, and he knows he can't step off of it.
Good. I worked on a commercial with cats, and what they did is they gave the cat like a tail ring to put on the tail, and then got it to stay there by putting a little chain and like making sure it didn't go very far. Which doesn't sound very good because I also think it was a goat, not a cat. Because I worked on a thing with goats, and they had like a goat to keep it from like running away. They put it on the ankle and put a stake in the ground so it wouldn't run away. Monty's looking at me like I work with amateurs.
True.
Yeah, there are no Monty Cox.
No, I've never ever seen anybody do that. Goats are easy to train to begin with. You can put a stand and stay on them; they'll stand and stay forever.
Yeah.
And cats work great. You can work them like clocks. So
yeah,
anybody that did that doesn't know what they're doing.
Well, I don't work with professionals. You know, I've never worked with you, Monty.
True.
Seem very relieved about that. Thank God.
There's a lot of Chris Atkins just sneaking around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this movie...
Oh, shit.
Yep.
That's why this movie needs Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, this movie needs more one-liners, but oh, my gosh. Yep, there they are. They helped. Okay, you wanted more blood? You got more blood. Stab him.
It's like tickling him with the knife.
Tickle.
There's some blood.
Oh, there you go. There's your blood. Now Christopher Atkins got that, like, he looks like something that would be in The Hobbit today. Like, oh, standoff. I got smile. That would kill him, correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'd just jump up and kill him right there. Right there.
I wish you were on set for this so you could just go like this and scoff and go, bullshit. Like, just while they were filming this.
Yeah. It's like, like that knife. If he stabbed him with that knife, obviously it would reach an internal organ, and that would be the end of him. So
not in cinema land.
You saw him stab him like 35 times.
You got 5 more pages to fill.
Yeah,
valid point.
I will admit, like, I've never made a fan edit of a film, but if I ever did, it would be for this movie and to trim just the ending down 10-15 minutes. This should be a 90-minute movie, and it's an hour and 55.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a little long. I think the director just
ran out of things to do.
Yeah, he was like, you know what? We should probably just have Christopher Atkins walk around a lot. I mean, we did cover him in blood, so we better just get some screen time out of it.
I don't understand that. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with a 90-minute feature. Like, why pad it out?
Well, you know, Tom Logan, director extraordinaire, I have no idea.
Just interesting.
So he's staring at himself in the mirror, just looking at himself, experiencing life through it, like just having flashbacks.
What have I done with myself?
What have I become?
Am I the monster?
Why is this dick bigger than mine?
And it is.
Yeah, Boone's. I'm trying to think of a penis word that starts with B, and I kind of want to say
boner.
Boone's boner. That's the one. He's a shower, not a grower.
And Christopher Atkins is...
Christopher Atkins, he just looks like he went out of a cold shower.
He's like, play this like a zombie, Chris.
Yeah, just do this. Oh, Poor man. He's been attacked by a baboon by now, so he's like done.
I would get out of the building.
Nope, just keep staring. Just keep staring. Monkeys love that. Baboons love that.
Drop the knife.
No need for this. Knives are for losers.
Gonna kill you with my bare hands.
Oh boy. The thing I think is, as an editor, for the standpoint, the directors didn't want any questions. They didn't want to do any big surprises. They just wanted you to understand everything.
His emotional inner monologue.
Yeah, they
like, what is he waiting for?
Trying to find the lunchroom, I think.
I've been there all night.
There he is. I love him so much.
What's up,
oh, he's peeing.
It's a sign of aggression.
He was peeing. It's a sign of aggression. Yeah, it's a stand-up thing. Here it is. The poster.
It's a mirror. It's a mirror.
How did you know before you?
Because he was smiling as he came in. There's no other.
Boom.
Gotcha.
No.
You need a monkey or one-liner right there.
No one-liners for us. We don't deserve them. We just need to see that game over.
Yeah.
Boom. Don't worry. It's a stunt monkey. It's not even a baboon.
Hot enough for you. Shakma, you're fired.
Oh boy. Now knowing you, Monty, and now knowing as much as I do about Typhoon, homie wouldn't go out like that. Homie don't play that game.
No. I think he's a little smarter than that guy.
I think he would have escaped the building before them.
Yeah.
He would have gotten out of there.
Typhoon calls the police and says, just come. Just come. He just does sign language over the phone, does Morse code.
These humans are trying to kill me.
Best part is, Typhoon, Shakma's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And we still get more Christopher Atkins walking.
Yep.
We need all of this walking. We need every inch.
He has no one else left to save.
No one else left to save. Game over. We had the end line.
This is where you cut to credits and the Survivor end credit song.
These are deleted scenes. The director said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's leave it. Let's put it in. Can't walk.
You just finished running a marathon, Christopher.
Yeah. Oh my lord. It's the worst. It's the worst.
And cut.
Nope.
Oh, he's got to fall.
It's got to fall.
Maybe he'll die and there are no survivors.
There are no survivors. But wait. This is the button. This is what took 10 minutes to get to right here.
I win. I win. I win. I win. I win.
There's Ted.
Little monkey.
Was that monkey referenced earlier in the film?
Nope. Had nothing to do with anything.
Okay. It should have been his childhood toy or something. I don't know.
Wally Parks, he did it, man. We did it. We made it to the end of the film. We saw everything.
A lot of Christopher Atkins.
A lot of walking. A lot of miles in this movie.
Yeah.
There it is. Everyone, thank you so much, Monty, for being part of this and hanging out with us during this.
This was fascinating.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So, what is coming down the pike? What can people expect from you in coming years?
I wrote a book called Debbie Does Dallas.
The novelization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did. I wrote a book called Animals, Movies, and Minds from Another Time.
Very cool.
It's about my 45 years in the business training lions, jaguars, and gorillas, and chimps, and bears, and all the different stuff. Yeah, and it's done. I'm just waiting to get it to the publisher, and it will be out.
Do you know if there'll be ebook versions of that or just print?
There'll definitely be ebook versions of it. Yeah.
Great, man.
Yeah, and it's actually entertaining because it's not about it's not a story about me. It's about the animal. And that's the interesting part of it. I'm on Facebook, I think.
Yeah, you are.
I'm on LinkedIn, I think. LinkedIn, whatever.
LinkedIn? LinkedIn.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And IMDb, obviously.
Great. All right. Well, people can find you there.
Check out some movies on IMDb.
Yeah, check out his insane collection of films he's worked on over his 45-year career.
Quite the catalog.
And you can find me on Twitter at Andrew Furtaco. And where can they find you, man?
You can go to my blog. It's zachforreal.com.
Is it R-E-E-L?
R-E-A-L.
Oh, good.
There's a funny story about that, which I'll tell at a later date.
At a later date. All right. And why don't we have Bobby Darling take us out of the show?
Oh, Heller. Now, don't forget, please follow us on Twitter at Bootleg Comms. Subscribe and review the show on your favorite listening app.